Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope all is well. Now, today we're going to do a little something different. I want to just jump right in here and talk to you in regarding um, grants. We're going to talk about getting some money for your businesses this morning. So, hopefully, this may help someone to get out here. I saw a few grants that came through my my notification on yesterday, and I want to give them to you and tell you how you can go about doing it if you need to do it yourself or whatever the case may be. I am your business strategist, and I'm here to make a difference, and I'm here to help you to do what you need to do to get out here and make this money in your business so where you can be successful and use those ideas and those visions to get what you need. Now, I'm going to tell you, there are a lot of different grants for all types of businesses, but today, for the sake of time, we can't talk about every last one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you this one that I saw yesterday. And I've logged myself out of this because I had it up for you. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you, give you a list of places where you can research to. But before I tell you that, I want you to know that when you are, before you apply for a grant, it is very great, good, advantageous for you to have a business plan. Yes, that's where I can come in and help you get it done. It doesn't have to be so, bogged down in so many details that you kind of just give all, you just give too much put too much into it, but you do need a business plan so you can show them that you are fundable, and that you'll be making money. You'll be making money in your business so where it can grow because they look grants don't want to, grant agencies and grantors don't want to give you money if you're not going to be profitable in the idea of that they're giving money to you from. Now, most of the times, eligibility is these are some of the things, especially for entrepreneurs. You have all sorts of grants out there for different things, for inventions, research and development, those kind of things. But we're going to talk about those that want to start a business or have a business and you want to get funding to help certain areas of your projects, if you're funding, of your vision or expanding your business. This is who I'm talking to. Now, mostly the eligibility is, you know, you have to be pretty much a founder or CEO, CFO, COO, or something similar or whatever they require, because they will give you the detailed list of the criteria of who's going to be the ones that's eligible for these grants, right? And you must be more than likely a legal resident of the United States and or Puerto Rico, and you probably have to be 18 years or older. Some, I think Alabama and Nebraska or somewhere is 19. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. I think those are the two that require you to be just 19, a little older. But in each area or each state, wherever you are, just make sure that you know the requirement on that level, and then they'll tell you. A lot of times, they'll let you know in the grant description or the eligibility portion of any grant. Now, one of the ones that I saw that I wanted to tell you about, it was a hospitality grant, and also they were supporting someone that was in the African American community that was going to, start believe it or not, a liquor store, package shop. Now, I'm not saying I'm advocating for somebody doing that, but you got to look at it like this too. You got a lot of people in your neighborhoods and in your communities that are not of your, of you, and they selling to you. So you gotta, and then it says the preferably is going to be will be given to Black entrepreneurs, and that's what this requirement says. And this is the one with Bacardi Rome in the NAACP. Believe it or not, that's where I got that information from. But I'm gonna give you some, some more on some broader, some more grants and things like that. So that one, and then when you are applying for that one, you the deadline, and that's another thing, you need to make sure that you are very, very knowledgeable of the deadline. And this particular one is May 24th, 2024. That's when you need to have that grant in. And so you need to have, read the terms and conditions, the criteria of your grant, whatever grant it is. And this is a $10,000 grant. It's going to be given to 10 businesses in the beverage and alcohol services, sales, and hospitality industries. So that's three right there. So if you're not anyone that want to start a beverage and alcohol service or whatever, sales and hospitality, they're giving away $10,000 grants. Yes, sales and hospitality industry. So hospitality industry, that's that's a little broad, and I think they'll specify what they are. So if you want to take a look at that, just check out, or you can probably Google NAACP and Bacardi are working together to provide dedicated support to businesses in the beverage and alcohol services, sales, and hospitality. So I got that notification on because I just get a list of some grants and things like that, to always stay on top of. But I just hadn't really been sharing them with you lately. But they've been coming through, and I've just been kind of looking and seeing what they have. So it's always, like I said, it's always good to know what's out there for you if you are one of the ones that's looking into that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start giving you some places where you can search, um, and who awards grants as well. So there are a lot of them, and I'm just gonna give you some of them. How about that? Yes. So a few of them are. Let me get back up to my list that I have here. A few of them are going to be, and these are like giving $10,000 and more in grants. So let's say, for instance, if you get more than one, see, and that's the thing about with a grant, you don't only have to get it from one place. Just do know that not only one place that you have to get. So the better you're prepared, just think the better you're prepared and have that business plan together, then the most better prepared you will be to get a grant. So and then you can always search for your particular state and specifically being specific about it. So if you don't want to do that, you can, and then like I said, when I work with clients one-on-one, I get more, niche down and specific to what they want. Now, Amber Grant Foundation, they award grants, and here again, haven't researched any last few days for us, and they give up to $25,000. Now, American Seed Fund, that's kind of like that one's sponsored by the National Science Foundation, and it gives up to $2 million to U.S. businesses and small businesses that are developing in, innovative technology. So if it's anything in technology, FedEx, some I know they give grants throughout the year more than once. Their deadline, you have to look on their site, FedEx Small Business Grant. They award $50, and I think they give so much to the runner up. The last I checked, it was 20,000 to the runner up, and you have to know their requirements. All these I'm mentioning to you, you just every last one of them have different criterias for you, and then you sometimes Google may even have startups. I know they had not too long ago a startup for African, some, the Black founder startup, somebody in the African American community, and guess what? They were giving up to 100,000. Yes, 100,000. Can you believe that? What you can do with $100,000 in a grant, and then really, only thing you need to do is just make sure your checks and balances. And if you need it for staff, if you need it for whatever, just keep keep your documentation and show your records. You need to do that anyway in business. And so if you get someone that's willing to give you these grants, or that's willing to invest in you, um, and they want to help and change the community, or they want to change the world a little bit, then this is what you need to try to work on doing. Wouldn't that be worth you doing even a business plan for something like this? Yeah, it just, like I told y'all a few days ago in the podcast, it takes, you have to change that person that you are today if you want to get somewhere differently, and stop thinking and listening to people out here that telling you it can't be done and it can't happen. No, it can't be done for them, but it can be done for you if you're serious about it. But if you just straddling the fence and just undecisive, and you here and there, and you can't settle in your mind to just focus on one thing, then you're gonna be running in circles, and you're gonna miss out on opportunities. That's for sure. Okay. And yes, and then there's sometimes the National Association for Self-Employment it's called NASE, NASE. They award grants different, the last one I think it was like $4,000. But if you apply to different places, Sam Walton Small Business Grant, that's affiliated with Sam, that was up to $25,000. And USDA Rural Business Development Grants, that was up to $500,000. And grants are something that you don't have to pay back. Now, I know a lot of you may have challenging credit and things going on with you that way. Then grants is the way to go. Grants are, they're a way to go, because even when you get your grant, making your business plan or developing your business plan, you need to put you in there as an employee too as well. So in that grant, because you're the one that's, the business owner, you need to put your salary in there too. And so you can work on it at the same time with ease. If you're looking like, okay, got this grant, I need to use this grant for what it's for. But yeah, you can put your salary in that proposal as well, to make sure that you're going to have the means or the funds to help you to get this thing up and running. If you are already working or something, you still can have you in your, in this equation. So remember that. And then a few more is let's see, I called out that one. Let's see here. Oh, I think let me see here. I think I got, like I said, all categories, different categories. They're not only for minorities, they're not only for women. They, they are so many here. I'm not going to give you all of them. I'm just coming out with some of them. And if you shall want a list of them, you just reach out to me and let me know that you want me to compile this list and share it with you. And I will give you. And then sometimes the banks have grants too as well, although they do business and loans, but they give away grants. It all depends on what they decide to give. But like I said, anything over 10,000, this is what I've researched and I've had the list for. So when you are in the process of making it happen with your grant, your grant search, or your grant your grant applications, or in looking and trying to get funding, you have to start you have to try. Just start everywhere. Now, there's let me look at the American Dream. There's one that's called the American Dream Award. Let me see, what is that qualification and how much money okay. How much money will they be giving back? Okay, now this one is giving $1,000 to someone, and these smaller ones is not, I wouldn't overlook them either, because the smaller ones can help you get to the more larger ones as well. They can help you get there by you already applying and seeing how the process works, and seeing how it works. So, like I said, all categories, y'all. All kind of categories they have. Grants for disabled people with disabilities, and they even sometimes give you grants because you're hiring someone. You may be hiring a veteran. There's grants within that arena. If you have a business and they may want you to, support the veterans, there's grants for that. There are so many opportunities in that arena. But here again, like I said, that's a process. And in order to get those grants, there are some things that you have to do. And the requirement of the grantor, the grantee, yeah. It's And when you get in the grant, you just gotta follow their guidelines. Follow their guidelines, and it'll all work out for you. Yeah, it will all work out for you. So, with that being said, I will I will keep you abreast on some of these other ones. Hold on one second. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's look at something. I was looking at some real quick. Going to I get so many alerts, y'all, about so many grants. I'm gonna see if I can give you a few more here. Not because you can find some on the government websites too. I'm gonna give you those. I'm gonna let you know where you can go. I'm gonna let you know where you can go with that. There's a list of okay, you have Amber Grant Foundation. You have Hello Alice. You have Women's Net Accelerator Fund. You have that one too. And then also you have, it was something else I found on there. I did mention that you have the SBA sometimes, but the SBA normally kind of connect. They normally partner with other companies, and that's pretty much how you can get their grants. So, but anyway, U.S. Sometimes you can look at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and see what's going on there, and the free grants. Sometimes a lot of foundations give you a lot of different grants, and they have their their guidelines, and they have what you need to qualify. But I definitely know you definitely have to qualify. You definitely have to use your you definitely have to use your have to get that business plan. That definitely have to be a part of the process. No doubt. No doubt. And so even right here, Etsy even have a Etsy emergency fund. They even have one. It was established in 2017, and they provide up to $2,500 in funding. Yeah, so and then a lot of grants that associated with some major companies, they want you to be, at least they want you to be a part of their platform and use some of their services in order to give you grants. And then sometimes they can, they may even give you grant grant funding up to using so many of their services sometimes, and then sometimes that's included in when they're giving you, they're giving you grants. Mm. And then they have women minority grants as well. It just all depend on what's your needs, and it's different amounts. I always get the question from others, well, how much can I get? Well, can I get apply for 1 grant? You can apply for as many as you like. But the thing is, you have to apply. And a lot of people don't want to apply. You don't want to take the time. If you don't feel like doing the grant, that's when you need me to help you with the grant. And I will do the paperwork for you, help you with the grant process, and help you with the procedure of a grant. But it's going to cost you investment. So, because that's a lot of work involved in that. And I think that's why so many people don't do it. And another thing is, this grant money is out here. It need to be used. It has to be used. So if it's not used, guess what's going to happen? If it's not being used, then they may lose it next year. So that's why they put this money out here. It's given to foundations and organizations a lot of times from, I'm going to give you the secret, really, from a lot of wealthy people, 1%ers, and they have to give so much of their wealth to foundations and organizations. So that's how the money comes about. They have to give it away. So it's not that, this is too good to be true. Grants are not real. No, they have to give this money away for tax purposes, and that's a requirement of them. Yes, they have to. Yeah, they have to do so much with some of their money. Yes. So and a lot of times they do it because they want to save in taxes. It has to go somewhere anyway. So that's why, even for the most part, when you are somebody that, say for instance, you want to start a nonprofit or you want to start a foundation, this is why you have to be registered with the government. This is why it's checks and balances with this. So when they say they're giving so much money to the foundations or organizations for grant purposes to distribute these grants to help those that need the help, then they can show proof, or they can have it documented that that's what's going on. So if you want to know the little backstory behind it, that's it. So here again, you're the one that's missing out because you're not applying for something that can possibly help you in business. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. So anyway, I will talk to you later this morning. I wanted to give you this info, and I said I'll do a little differently this morning. Put up this one about grants. So anyway, reach out if you need my help with these. And like I said, it's an investment on your part. And yes, grants can be possible for you, but yes, you have to pay for getting it done if you can't do it yourself. And let me know if I do a class for you. Some of you, would you be interested in doing the class, and then so where I can navigate you through how to do this yourself. So it doesn't, either way, it can happen for you. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I hope you decide on what you want to do in getting your visions out there and getting your next level out here in the world, because Somebody needs your gift and your talents. You're just sitting on them. You're not giving them all that they can have. So it, all they can be. You're not being fair to them because you're not giving them all that the help from you that they can be to be great in this world. But anyway, all right. So I will see you later. Talk to you soon. Have a beautiful morning. Bye bye.